One place where nature wins out is Tortuguero National Park, stretching along the Caribbean coast for 13 miles. The easy lines of Tortuga Lodge meld breezily into a backdrop of tropical trees and orchids. Soft, scented air drifts through eco-friendly rooms that make visitors feel in sync with the rhythms of the park beyond. This was the first nature lodge in the area, a vision of Michael's actualized. What are the characteristics? What are the things you have to do to get it right?
You have to put the lodge near a park that will be kept in its natural state in perpetuity. The other thing you have to do it right is, even if the park's protected, you have to pick a park that you really love being in, that you can really, because you're going to be there, that you can really give people a wonderful experience in, so they'll tell their friends to come back. And where you have very, very good people, local people, to teach you about the resource and to work with, so they'll make your guests happy, and you'll be very happy working with them.
One of those happy guests is Costa Rica's Vice President Luis Lieberman, who comes back year after year to fish with his friend and guide, Eddie Brown. We're in a region, a larger region, that is not particularly known for its political stability, but Costa Rica is the exception. It's the longest running democracy in Latin America. How did that happen?
People here are very independent. We haven't had the hacienda type of culture. We never did. And our culture, political culture, developed basically in the 1800s, in the late 1800s, in the 20th century, becoming every time more democratic. It was a lot of educated people educated in Europe and educated locally, that really believed that power should be elected, not grabbed. And I think we take it very seriously.
The country's proactive approach to preserving their green spaces tested that democratic process.
We cannot inherit our kids a desert. And some people didn't like the idea that we were creating national parks or protected areas, but it has become kind of a national religion. And the younger the kids, the more committed to that they are. You know, you just can't go and... That's exciting. Yeah, I find it very exciting. And hopefully someday we can increase even the area of protected areas.
Ah, good one. So, my name is Richard. What is it? One of Michael's passions is puzzling out new ways to help guests at Tortuga Lodge get more engaged with local culture.
A vast number of our guests, the great majority of our guests, really want to be able to feel like they're helping the local community. And what they can do best that the local community really learns is help kids learn English. Because English is the one thing that I can think of that I know that 10, 15 years from now is going to be really valuable for these kids, no matter what they end up doing.
He conceived of a program in which English-speaking guests can volunteer to help kids from the local village learn English. This gives the children the chance to practice their language skills, and guests get to meet local families and learn more about Costa Rican culture. Evening spawns subtle changes along the canals of Tortuguero, and the jungle wraps itself in secrets. At Halova Station, near the south end of the park, a surprise awaits.
Wow.
All this is for me?
a gourmet dinner featuring a bounty of local ingredients.
Valentin, ¿qué vas a servir para el plato fuerte?
Bueno, lomito, vegetales, pescado, pollo, carne.
Okay, and so we've got kebabs. Pincho is kebabs. We've got 4 kinds: fish.
Costa Rican cuisine, which relies heavily on fresh produce, is known for its panoply of subtle flavors. As first tinges of daylight mark the sky, we creep along the beach for a glimpse into one of nature's marvels, turtle hatching. Tortuguero is best known as a breeding ground for endangered turtles, the largest population in the world. And no place is more critical to the survival of the Caribbean's green sea turtle. Throughout the first half of the 20th century, these turtles were hunted to near extinction. Working closely with the Costa Rican government, the Caribbean Conservation Corporation helped establish Tortuguero National Park in 1970, a move that offered protection to the turtles and strictly controlled access to remaining populations.